Hello, I'm Karen Kilisanda, and my colleague is Jacinta Himos. We are GTT students studying here at the University of Goroka, and we are going to do our presentation based on the topic Runaway. My friend is going to talk about the negative impact and strategies or ways to address this negative ways to address this topic Runaway. And I'm going to define the topic and talk about the hypothesis and some of the underlying factors that come under this topic Runaway and positive impact of the topic Runaway. Okay, with that, first of all, according to Merriam-Webster 2018, runaway generally means to escape or flee from a place or situation, often to avoid conflict or unpleasant circumstances. And there are some purposes. The purpose of this research topic on runaway, there are various dimensions, including psychological, sociological, and legal perspective. And the aims of this research is to understand the underlying factor, underlying factors, and the underlying factors that contribute to this behavior by informing the adolescents and the adults and developing ways or the strategies to support the vulnerable youth group in the society. And there are some underlying factors, and number one is the family issue. Lack of support or unlove at all can also lead to run away. There is family issues. And number two is the mental health issues, conditions like depression, distress, or other mental health struggles may also lead an individual to escape their current situations they face. And number three is bullying, or victims of the bullying at school or any other places may also lead them to run away. And number four is peer pressure, influence from the friends or peer can lead an individual also to make decisions to run away. And number five is the fear of punishment, fear of facing consequences or punishment for some things they have done wrong can also lead them to run away. And number six, underlying factor is the trauma, experience of violences or sexual abuse can drive an individual to escape their living environment. Okay, move on to the positive impact. There are some positive impacts of runaway. The first point is the runaway can provide a temporary relief from an overwhelming situation, allowing a person to gain relief and control over their emotions. And the second point of runaway may lead to interactions with supportive people or services that can provide help, whether intentional or as a result of being found out. And last point of runaway, uh, Runaway also always runaway create opportunity for reflection, such as giving time for an individual to think and reflect on their circumstances without immediate pressure.
I'm Jacinta. I'm going to talk about the negative impacts of runaway. Um, runaway, runaway can expose individual to risk such as unsafe environment, um, exploitation, and additional trauma. Uh, when a kid is run away from their parents or home, it will expose to the open environment, and the environment that they exposed to can be risk for them. Some of the risks that they may face uh, can be they can become homeless. um, they will involve in substance abuse, like they will taking um, alcohol, smuggling marijuana. Another one is violence. They can involve in both physical and emotional violence when uh, they leave their comfort zone and go out of the open environment. They can also um, exposed to sexual exploitations, uh, where, for example, lady can, if a lady is attempt to run away from her home, uh, it can be get involved in prostitution, and as a result, unwanted pregnancy can occur. And the other risk is they involved in criminal activities, uh, like they will involved in steal and all those. Um, One of the main risk effect, the negative impact is individual will become homeless. Runaway can increase the risk of homeless, um, exposing youth to additional dangers like violence and lack of access to basic necessities. Um, as a result, runaway kids involved in dangerous crime much more often. Individuals who live on the street often have to steal and become beggar to meet their basic needs. So when you uh, let's say when you go out to a Gorka town, you will see that there are so many um, beggars. You will notify so many beggars around the street. So when you uh, they will asking you to give them money, or they will begging you for give them food. This is just to cater for their hunger, their basic. Uh, this is to for them to survive. Um, Individuals who live on the street have to steal and become beggar. Okay, many others, they may take drugs or alcohol to get through the day because they become so depressed and feel that no one care about them. Okay. Um, Another negative impact is the lack of coping mechanism. Individual may lack the skills or resource to deal with difficult situations, leading them to seek an escape. Okay, one classical example could be a in Papua New Guinea. People come from various group of cultures. Papua New Guinea people, they made up of cultures. So people living in a community, they are uh, bound by cultures. So uh, they have certain obligations to uh, they have certain obligations, and um, each members have the responsibility to partake in those obligations. Like, for example, individual that comes from culturally background are bound by obligations, as I have said. When a person do not participate in a um, ceremony like bride price, funeral services, or uh, compensation, or to solve conflicts issues, um, are neglected and criticized by other fellow members of the community groups, and uh, telling them that these are the people that do not partake in the community activities, like contributing uh, in the form of money or food, are worthless to live in the community. So they criticize them. This group of people will feel less important and valueless. As a result, they will run away from the community. They uh, may lead to a feeling of isolation, as the individual may distance themselves from their support network. Um, in the context of school, loss of education, students who run away, like who always run away from school, may lose certain educational opportunities, and will perform less in the assessment areas, and also giving hard work or hard time to teachers to work on it to solve the uh, problems of the the child that runaways from the class. Okay, these are the main negative impacts of a um, runaway, and we have certain ways to or solution to address this issue. One is to seek support from a trusted person, such as counselor, teachers, or um, administrators, so that they can provide guidance and assistance in dealing with family issues and help individuals cope with the situation. And also, it is important to address from um, it is important to address from family matters and seek help rather than run away from them. This can control difficult situation and work towards positive resolution. These are for the people that run away from the responsibilities and run away from the home. But when bringing back to the context of school, teachers have their own responsibility to play when child is run away from the school. As I am going to be teacher, and as a teacher, what shall I do if my student is run away from my class? There are so many things that um, that can as a teacher can um, have to address the issue of student being run away from the class. But I have only 3 points to three main strategies that I can uh, implement to control the uh, student that run away from school. One is to build positive relationship between the teacher and student, so that the mutual understanding will could be maintained. And the other one is to identify and underlying issues of student that run away from school. What causes this student to run away from school? As a teacher, I have to look at the situation this student is going through. By doing that, I can help the student to stay in the classroom. And the last one is to create a safe and inclusive environment. Okay, Papua New Guinea, the students come from various groups. They are not come from the same environment. Um, some come from wealthy background. Others come from poor background. Some students that learn from disabilities, and some students they uh, find it difficult to learn. And these are some of the students that a group of students that are in my classroom. So I have to, as a teacher, I have to teach in a way that can cater the needs for every students that are in the classroom. In that way, I will keep my students in the classroom, and this will help them not to run away from school. Um, all in all, in conclusion, runaway occurs to individuals in which certain factors such as family issues, environment, and economic issues that uh, can create unpleasant situation towards the individual to leave their home and seek opportunity elsewhere. This can create both positive and negative impacts, but there are always ways these negative impacts can be solved. With that, thank you so much for watching this video.